Palia is one of those games that is unique in a way that when you get an achievement, you actually have something that you can display. But then there comes the question, what do I do with this? Some people have trophy rooms, but this particular person has an entire plot dedicated to our achievements that we have in Palia. It's a museum. Their first instinct is like, I want it to look pretty and I want it to have everything. It's more than just displaying your accomplishments, you're creating a place, and that is a very powerful thing. Speaking of everything in its place, this particular person is unsure about their core, and that's the phrase that they gave me to describe what their core is. Well, that could actually be quite a few things if we're being honest, but we're gonna go find out exactly what that core is. One of the things that they're particularly proud of, and I am always fascinated by this, is they have all the fish organized by location. I don't even have all the fish. Let alone have them curated by location. So let's go check it out, shall we? Hey, it's Finn and I'm back with another Palia tour. I'm here with Queen Mila Ashdown. How you doing today?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. You know, what's really cool is like I always like to get a little look around whenever I come to a plot, and there are few plots that I've seen, I mean very few, I could probably count them on one hand, that have their house right up here at the front. So I'm excited. You're my tour guide. Where we're going?
So this is my Museum of Palia.
Ooh.
And right here we have a little porch seating waiting area.
Nice.
And then we go inside.
Ooh.
And we have the welcome desk.
Yes. Yes.
With the maps of Bahari and Kilima.
I already love this. Like, I like to point out, like, I love this wallpaper. The wallpaper is fantastic. Just the colors that you chose, and I'm a big fan of just like the moment you walk in, you got to stop and look around. And I mean, especially here, you have guest services. Yes. I'd like a ticket, please.
Yeah. And so then on the wall here, we have all my accomplishments. Nice. I managed to hit level 50 on cooking on Monday, and that was the last one I needed.
Awesome. So you've gotten level 50 on at least all the skills to get the...
On all the skills.
Nice. That is so cool.
Off to the
That's a big accomplishment too, because like it's, you know, it takes a while.
It does. So here's a little cafe / bakery.
Oh, I really like how bright and airy it is, you know? Especially with the mixes of... It's kind of cool because like the lighting is warm, the fireplace is warm, but the flooring is cool, and when you mix like that lighting in with everything, it does some fun things. I like how everything is laid out though. That's really creative.
I had to play around with the lighting to find one that I liked and settled on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a journey, right? That's always a journey.
Yep. And then in here we have the museum bathroom.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And the building blocks were a godsend.
I can only imagine, like,
stalls.
You totally use them perfectly too.
Because I've had a bathroom on other plots where I had to use the room dividers, and they're just so bulky compared.
Yeah, they don't have the same feeling to them.
No, and you can't hang stuff on them.
Yeah, they're quite versatile, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And so then over here we have the kind of sitting room / study for the museum of you can sit here and just enjoy a book. And in here, the study room for studying all the bugs and fish of Palia.
Oh, I love this. I love especially that like you took this concept and you made it a place by adding all of these different details in it. And I absolutely love to point out how, although these are just items in a game, like you're using them to tell a story, and that's such a very powerful thing.
And
So cool.
I can say that I've watched a lot of your tour videos because the study idea was from Luna Summer Spring.
Oh yeah,
I saw
she's
her.
Awesome.
And then actually this entrance kiosk was from a panda tour, I think from some other YouTuber, but I was like, ooh, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then spent so long fighting it to make the top fit.
Technicore is an act of patience, that is for sure.
Yeah. So this big fountain right here, funny story behind it is that I thought when you got all the friendship levels maxed out, that was when you got the Choppa fountain.
Mm-hmm.
And once I got all my friendship levels to their top level, I did not get the Choppa fountain. And so I went looking and I'm like, oh, it's real life friends. Whoops, I don't have anything to put there.
Yeah, no, I love it though. I think what people have done, like we had the red rep present, but the building blocks that the applications that people have done with the building blocks have just elevated so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. Oh, I like this upstairs area.
And so then up here, excuse me.
No worries.
We have every single starred gem, and apparently I need to take a drink.
Yeah, hydrate's important. That's cool.
Yep.
Because that's another thing too. Like when you get starred items, you can place them down, and some people just kind of bundle them together. But going with the museum, you have, again, you make it a place. You're like, I have a plaque, next to each one of these gemstones. Like, how did that happen? Did you get it in a like, I mean, you got it out and about, but it's just like, there I was, like Cernix everywhere, Muujin staring me down, and I cracked open this rock, and there you were, this shiny garnet, and you got a whole story.
Yeah, I ended up getting the starred ruby and the starred amethyst on the same mining excursion.
Oh wow!
Before I even got unstarred of either, and I about lost my mind.
Oh yeah, totally. I can imagine. I can imagine that.
And so then this is the back patio.
I love this back patio. This is cool, like how you have it enclosed like this. Just a quick public service announcement from old Commit here. If you catch a star gem, don't throw it away. If you're a new Palia player and you catch a star gem, don't sell it. Just hold on to it. At least one of them, because they are rare. I'm sure many of us in our early Palia days got a starred quality something, and then we're just like, oh, okay, now this seems kind of common. No.
Yeah, don't do that. Hold on to them. And so this is a fun little outdoor courtyard.
Oh, yes.
That again, I got the fountain idea from Panda because Panda is awesome.
Panda is awesome. But let's take the W here, because I really like your pattern that you have for the pavers, especially your use of lighting, the fencing. Like this is you, this is very much you.
Mm-hmm. I've always been of the notion that I might draw inspiration from something, but I still have to build it.
That's right. Yeah, that's a really good point.
And so we're going to start off with the insects.
Oh,
So I have a fun little decorated porch.
I love the porch. Like, I've been kind of panning around and making sure that I capture little details and stuff, but I want you all on the other end of the screen pay close attention to the types of flowers that Queen Mila chose, because that is important. It's important to note. I love the plushies. I don't care what anyone else says. Gift
So
shop.
this is a little bug kiosk. Yeah, that was the intention. A little plushy kiosk.
Oh,
so over
yes.
here, we have the Kilima bugs.
That's awesome.
So this is currently every single bug that you can catch in Kilima Valley.
I love that, again, you know, this is a museum concept, and I love that you put the planks to kind of guide you where to go, and you made this a place. It's not just like a wall of books, you know. When you take that a little extra step to dress it up, and like the color schemes, the flowers that you chose, like I like to point out that this isn't accidental, like this is intentional. I love the rattan. the new
Yeah, it's like a little. I didn't have anything for the bugs on this corner, so I was like, oh, we're gonna go with the lily rattan because it fits color wise.
It perfectly does. Yes, absolutely.
And then over here we have Bahari bugs. And the crabs, even though they are technically a bug in the game, I was like, they're also water, so blue.
They're like cousins. They're crustacean cousins. Yeah. They have an exoskeleton. They're just, you know, giant water bugs with a clipper. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pinchers. Yes. I can talk. Again, I love the use of lighting, how you have everything organized. The flower wall is also very creative. I love pointing out just mixes of flowers, because it's kind of it's a form of painting in a way, and I can only pretend to know what I'm doing. But I love how this build, you look at it and you can totally get like, you can tell it has a scent, you know? Like you can almost smell it.
And so then this little hallway will eventually, hopefully, lead to all the bugs that you can find in the Elder Woods.
Ooh, nice. Planning ahead. I think that's super important.
And then upstairs, we have the bug study for you to specifically study all those different bugs.
That is awesome. Coming up with the story for this is really, really fun. Especially because, you know, there was a person that, and probably more than one person, but, you know, at least one person took the time to design like how these bugs looked, like the artwork, the mesh for them and stuff. And I think it's super cool that like it's kind of a way to give a nod to Singularity 6 for coming up with these different designs and displaying them and making a space for them. That's cool. Shortcut.
And so then just a little pond with a few of the bugs that you can find around the ponds.
I mean,
or the rivers.
I got a good look at this, but that's so cool though. You know, you created a pond. Like that's awesome.
And then across the way we have the fish.
Ooh, oh, yes. Yes. So specifically, I like the flowers that you chose for this because they have more of an aquatic feel to them.
Yes, that is the specific reason I chose them.
Yeah, like these flowers, they almost look alien in a way, and some of the things that are under the sea are also quite alien looking.
Yes, yes, they are.
Oh, this is cool.
So again, we have the lovely little kiosk.
Yes.
Over here, we have all the fish that you can catch out of the ponds.
Nice.
And so that's why I have a pond over in my insect areas, because I like the pond so much I had to have another.
Oh, it makes perfect sense.
And we have the plushie store again.
Oh, yes.
But since we didn't have quite as many fish plushies, it's like, oh, everything else.
Yeah, they're kind of running low on stock, so they're pulling from different bins.
Yeah.
I love especially like you're behind your kiosk here. You have the aquarium, but the little bubbles are just floating up behind the Cernic, and it's super cute. That's all.
And then in here, we have all the cave fish.
Oh, that's cool. I like how you use the building blocks to create the cave, like that cave
Yeah,
look.
I was like, I wanted to make an actual cave for the cave fish to live in.
Yes. And they're so rowdy looking because they have a lot of them kind of glow, and that's such a cool thing.
Yeah. And so then off this side, we have Kilima fish.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so on this first half is Kilima lake fish.
Oh, that's really creative. How you created a little enclosed aquarium. That's a good look.
And then this side is Kilima rivers.
Nice. Nice. You have a incredible ability when you're designing, and that's flow. And not so much Palian flow. I mean, like you have everything's walkable. You have like a certain logic to the way that you place things. You're like you know exactly where to go, like in a museum.
And then the other side is Bahari.
Nice.
So again, we start off with the Bahari Coast.
Mm-hmm.
And as with Kilima, where you're greeted by the ancient fish, you are greeted by the unicorn fish, the two hardest fish to catch in both areas.
Yeah. And it's cool because those of you who may not have caught those yet, myself being one of those people, it's a really cool way to showcase them. To say, hey, I actually did this thing, and here it is. I'm going to give it a proper place.
And then the other half is the Bahari River fish.
I love the decorations that you have, just kind of all over the place. Perfect little placements, and great idea using the shelves too, just to kind of give the floating effect.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome.
And so again, we have the little hallway leading to, hopefully, elderwood fish.
Yeah.
And then upstairs, we have the fish study.
Oh, I love this. This is where the museum's curators come and make sure that the fish are well taken care of and have everything that they need. And
yeah, I had a little bit of fun with all the small containers on the far end. They're sorted by, again, where they're caught.
That is really cool, though. Just to have that kind of planning ahead of time where you can, you know, where things are going to go as you get them. And just your use of the decorations and stuff, like your backdrops, like that's really, really well done.
So I think that's most of the plot. Or that is the
Awesome.
plot.
Awesome. Well, Queen Mala, thank you so much again for having me out. Hey, those of you who are on the other screen, make sure you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite part was. And don't forget to check out, I have a members only video where I'm going to sit down with Queen Mila and ask her some questions. So if you're interested, go check it out. Let's get the deets. All right. Thanks again. I'll see y'all for the next Paleo tour. Until next time. Bye-bye.